is another video on how I place and analyze my trades. So let's jump into it immediately. So what you're seeing right here is AUD/JPY. AUD/JPY, this is the daily time frame from AUD/JPY. You can see on a large view, you can actually see a consolidating pattern, which you can see my support and my resistance right here. I'm going to be analyzing this chart so you can see how I analyze my chart. Very simple and very easy. First thing I do in a chart is discover the market structure. So you can see right here me discovering the market structure, understanding that this structure is actually consolidating, but it's giving us a higher high and higher low, which is going from the top to the bottom, which I actually put a support and resistance right here, showing me directions on how this trade has been going for some time now, and history showed us that this trade has been going from top to bottom. So it's possible that this trade is coming to the bottom again. So another thing is, we have known that this trade is giving us a downtrend right here. So but how do you place your trade? Because a lot of people place their trade, still getting the trade is going and still fail in placing their trade accuracy. So another thing that I got very difficult in finding out is coming in trade and going out of the trade. How do you come into the trade? How do you enter a trade? So I'll dive in deeper on this trade. So you can see that it's giving us a higher low and a higher high right here, a trending market. You can see that this trade is trending. Since we have drawn our support and resistance, you go deeper from the daily time frame. What you're going to do from this angle, you go to the 4-hour time frame. So stay with me as I get in deeper. Okay, so when you go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this trade is actually a downtrend. So in my head, I know this trade is a downtrend. So how do I place my trade from this angle, being a downtrend? What you do is, so we draw a trend line, which is this trend line is the resistance right here. This is our trend line that I drew. This trend line right here is showing us our first touch right here. This is our first touch right here, our first touch in our trend line. This is our second touch, and this is our third touch. And so this is our third touch. What you're going to do, how do you place your trade in this third touch, knowing that it's giving you, when you know that this trade is giving you a higher high and a higher low, which is let me go to our 1-hour time frame. In our 1-hour time frame, you can see what happened right here. It's giving us a, so okay, 1 hour did not do a good job, so let's go back to our 4 hours so that we can see it clearly. We don't want to be seeing our trade so scattered and not knowing what to do. So you can see it clearly right here that is giving us right here what you are seeing is a higher high and a higher low, higher high and a higher low, higher high and a higher low, higher high. So as you get an higher high, what happened? We get an higher low. So I draw a resistance right here. So this resistance, this is the resistance. If this resistance shows that if this trend broke to the downside, it means that this trend is broken. And not just that, for my confirmation that this trend is ready to go to the downside, because you can see our trend right here. So but if this trend, how I know that this trend is ready to go to the downside is breaking this resistance. That's number one. Number two is breaking our last higher low. Our last higher low is from here. So once there is a break in this our last higher low right here, I'll know that this trade is ready to go to the downside, which is this place. So this is our last higher low. So once there is a break, once there is a push to this downside, breaking this place, as in breaking below this our last higher low, which is going to give us like this, then I'll know that this structure right here, let me draw it. this structure right here, this structure, this trend, this structure right here now is useless once there is a break in our last higher low. So that's how I analyze my chart. So as soon as I get a break, and next thing you see is a pullback. Once I get a break and a pullback like this, on a pullback to test this trend line, and next thing you get something like this. So it started building a lower low and a lower high like this, just like this. So it started building this for this market again. So that's how I place my trade, guys. So once I get a break on the last higher low, so what you do is consider the last higher low before the break. Once you get the break of structure, you wait for a pullback. As soon as you get a pullback to the neckline, once soon as you get a pullback, don't fail to place your trade. So what you do is that you place your trade right here, and what you want to do here is to get 1:2 ratio, risk to reward. Don't get more than that. Even if I don't get more than that, even if the trade is going to move more than that. So that's my own psychology, that's my own way of trading a trade and coming out with 85% win rate. So I'm going to be updating the success of this trade when it actually plays out, maybe by next week. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like what I share, as simple as it is, you can actually find it very easy to place your trade. And I'm going to be dropping more videos and more light on how you place your trade and come out with 90% success. So kindly subscribe to my channel, and so that you can get more video like this. And I will see you next time. Bye. That's it for it, guys. Bye. Have a nice day.